Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I want to show you guys what I do to achieve a wing liner. Now I'm not perfect at it. I still make mistakes every single time I'm going to do my wing liner. Sometimes, and this happens most of the time, one of my eyes is the wing liner is thicker than the other. Alright guys, so let's just go ahead and start with the video. I zoomed you in a little bit more so that way you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm going to talk to you guys first about the products and the little tools that I use to create a wing liner. Then we're gonna go ahead and do the wing. So the first thing, this is actually how I started getting my wing liner. Not perfect, but better. This is the Kat Von D tattoo liner. This is in the color Trooper. I'm not sure if this is a felt tip or a brush tip. I still don't even know the difference, but as you guys can see, I think it's almost gone. But let me see if I can even get a swatch for you guys. That's how it looks. It's really easy to use, and you can really get precise with the tip since it's so fine. I started feeling like it was being a little bit hard for me to do it, so that's when I switched to my gel liner. This is the Wet n Wild cream liner. I'm pretty sure you guys have heard me talk about this for the last couple of videos. This has made my life easier to do my wing liner, so I absolutely love this product. And now I'm gonna talk to you guys about the tools that I like to use to achieve my wing liner, and my all-time favorite wing liner brush that has seriously made my life easier to do my wing liner. This is the Sigma eyeliner brush E05, and I love it because as you guys can see, the tip of it is really pointy. This is another one that I have used in the past. It's pretty good as well. I like this one because it's really small, so you can actually work in little sections and get a precise wind. This is the Morphe M160-1/16. As you guys can see, it's a really tiny brush. It's nice and skinny, so it will really help you to get that wing liner down, especially, you know, the outer flick. Now this is another brush that I like to use when I'm doing more of a shadow liner. That's how I started practicing my wing liner, doing it first with a shadow, because I feel like it's less harsh and it's a little bit easier to work with. And for that, I like to use the Morphe M165. It's also a liner brush, but it's a little bit bigger and it's a little bit thicker. So it would really help me, you know, to actually stamp my outer corner, and that way I can just fill in the rest of it with the eyeshadow. Another little tip that I can give you guys to do your wing liner, especially if you're a beginner or you just absolutely love to do it this way, or you're not doing specifically a wing liner but you want to have that sharp edge, what you can use is just tape. I have this little one right here. What I like to do is take a little bit of the tape. Obviously this piece is too big, but you just want to make sure you run it a couple of times on the back of your hand, so that way the stickiness comes out and it's not tugging on your skin. Then what you want to do is just grab the little piece of tape, and you want to place it as close as to the lash line as you can, and in the angle that you want your wing liner to go. So there you have it. So I'm gonna go ahead and start on this eye, on my right eye, and I'm gonna use my gel liner and my Sigma E05 brush. And what I like to do, I just like to take the brush, dip it into the cream liner, and then what I like to do, I just like to take off the excess of it on my hand. Just press it like that, and that way, as you guys can see, I can get a nice tip. I really do have to get really close to the mirror to do this part. It's just the way it works better for me. So what you want to do is start, this is how I personally like to do it, and how I find it that it's easier for me to do it. I like to start at the outer portion of my wind and just drag a line towards the tail of my brow. And I want to make sure I'm holding the brush towards the end of it, so that way I have the lightest pressure on it and I can actually make a nice and thin line. So you guys see? It just makes a nice and straight line, and then you can do the rest of your wing liner. With the remaining of the product that you have on your brush, you want to make sure you do the little triangle And then we have the little triangle. And then all you gotta do is just fill it in. Now to do the inner corner of my wing liner, I like to dip it back in there. Again, take off the excess on the back of my hand. And I like to get really close to the mirror again for this and do a very thin line from the inner corner of my eye to connect it to the rest of my wing. And then after you have your wing liner done, what you want to do is just start shaping it out. If you want to do it a little bit bigger, you can go ahead and do so. To me, I like to keep it a little bit small, unless by accident I make it a little bit bigger, then I just continue with, you know, shaping it on that big side. But this is actually my preferred side of a wing liner. Now I'm gonna go ahead and do my other eye. This is the eye again that we have our tape. We're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna still use the gel liner and the little brush. Tape will really help you guide your liner. And with the tape, what you want to do is just grab your brush and just run it along the line of the tape, and that will help you to create that sharp wing. I'm gonna go ahead and do is just take the tape out. I mainly use the tape just to create that sharp wing or the first line, but sometimes it does look a little crazy. What I really recommend that you guys do is just take your time until you're actually very good at it, that you can do it fairly quickly. But if you're starting out, just take your time, do it slow, take deep breaths. And usually when I'm doing my wing liner, I try not to breathe. It's just how it happens because I feel like I have more of a sturdy hand. So that's what I do. And again, we're gonna grab it from towards the middle, take it in. I'm sorry guys if this eye jumps a little bit more. It's just my eye it just likes to jump a lot. Another thing that I forgot to mention to you guys is that you want to make sure that when you're doing your wing liner, you really get into the little lashes, so that way there's no separation, you know, between your skin and the actual wing liner. What you can also do is tight line. I don't like doing that. I feel very weird when I'm doing it. I just really want to make sure that I get all my little lashes coated. And then what you want to do is just look back on the mirror and see how your wings look, to see if they're even or not. Usually this eye is a little bit different for me than the other one. I don't think today is so bad, but usually this eye gets a little crazy than this one. I'm gonna finish the rest of my makeup and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so this is the final look. As you guys can see, I paired this very simple eye look with a very bold lip. I also wanted to mention to you guys that if you have already your whole entire face makeup done and you decide to do a wing liner and you mess it up, what you can do is just grab an angle brush and your concealer and just go very close to your wing liner and clean it right up. It will do the trick as well. I hope you guys find this video helpful, and if you did, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.